Hey Rob, so a little mini workshop for you just to look back over the last 6 months. So yes, we are halfway through 2026 right now. And the good thing with that, whether you're on track, whether you're not on track, whether the whole 6 months have been a blur, we've got a new 6 months which begins, a fresh start, and we can go again. And that's really what I want you to take from this is that no matter where you're at, all we can ever do is just to recommit and start again with our goals and targets. So I'm going to go through some bits here with you, a little bit of a different workshop. You're watching this as a recording. So I need you to press pause at certain points because there's little exercises you'll need to do and go over that I want you to do and spend some time on. So please don't just watch this all the way through because there's going to be parts where I say you need to pause this. So the first thing that we should be doing is looking back on what's actually gone on over the 6 months because there's loads of info in there for us. Maybe it'll give you lessons and things to help you for the next 6 months. Maybe you'll look back with loads of memories, loads of results, loads of good things that's happened, and it'll just fill you full of joy. Doesn't matter. We need to do it either way. So spend some time, even just like 2 minutes, reflecting back on what's happened so far in the last 6 months. What I'd suggest is that you either note things down on your phone, write on a bit of paper, or you can even just sit and go through your phone, go through your album of the pictures you've took so far this year, start off on January the 1st. And what'll happen is you'll notice the things that you've done that either you forgot about or weren't even sure that they were this year. It's a really great exercise to do. I've mentioned this before. So you can get your phone and you can go through it and you can just be like looking through the pictures really quickly. Do not get distracted though, and then jump off onto something else. Set yourself a hard finish, which is like 2 minutes, and then that's it. And then you need to come back. So pause this. Your first exercise is reflecting what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, what's happened, what's not happened. Are you where you thought you would be? If not, be really honest with yourself and ask yourself why. So hopefully you've paused that and you've done the first exercise. Again, you're watching it recording, so you can keep coming back to this whenever. What's really, really important now that we do is we look forward to the next 6 months, the second half of the year. Maybe you want to do more of the stuff you've already done. Maybe you've got great results, you want that to continue. Maybe you've had no results and you need to shake things up a little bit. What's really important either way is that we have a target or a focus because there's lots of people that I speak with that aren't getting the results that they want, but also don't know what they want. And you can tell that straight away because if a question is, well, what do you actually want? Well, I just want to. Or they would say, I just want to drop a couple of pounds, or I just want to be better. That's not a goal, it's not a target. Let's get something fixed, something that we want to achieve. Maybe it's an event you want to do in September, the Hybrid X, for example. I want to get this time, or I just want to complete the event in September. Maybe it's something up until the end of the year. Maybe it's going up Snowdon with us. Maybe it's to lose X amount of weight. Whatever it is, you need it to be fixed and really clear because then you need to work back and make sure you know what you need to do to get there. Because sometimes people just go on, right, I'm going to start doing this with my foods. Where are you actually getting to? What's the result? And they don't know. So at this point, you need to pause it. And I want you to think about, and for this bit, if you're not super clear, let it stew over your head for like the next 24 hours, but try and write some things down that you want to achieve or hit as a target. And even if this means you just put like 10, 15 things down and then sift through them and pull out specific ones and do that. But pause it and have a little think on what that is going to be. So you've hopefully paused it again. The next part we're going to go through is 30 days. So if nothing else happens on this workshop and you don't take anything else apart from this from it, then I'd be happy with that. A 30-day goal or target. So some people will think, well, July, kids finish, I can't do anything at all. Summer holidays are coming, work's getting busier, this isn't a good month for me. Take all that away from it. July's happening, whether we like it or not, and time is moving on with or without us. So what we need to do is to make some commitments. If you're away for 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks in July, you can still make a commitment to something. And this is really, really, really where you start sharpening up your mindset in that, okay, I'm away, what can I do? Versus I'm away, what's the point? Have a think, what do you want to achieve? And then is that doable with how July looks for you? If not, change it round and then set yourself some little targets. Let's say, for example, let's use me as an example. Having a baby in August. My fitness goals, if I want to train for something, then I'd have to take into consideration some things can affect the amount I can do. So, what's a reasonable level or like a floor that I can get to? And as long as I hit that, I'm happy, and anything else I do is above that. So, in terms of foods and exercise, maybe logging your foods a couple of days a week is enough for you. Maybe just making sure if nothing else happens, you're getting your water on board and you're doing 3 workouts a week. Maybe it's more. Don't just take what I've said. They need to be based around the results that you want. But what I don't want to see or hear is people setting big goals, getting really excited, and then not being able to do them because their work went crazy, the kids are off. We know what's going to happen over the next 4 weeks with a lot of things, so take them in consideration. And this is where I needed to pause it and have a think about that. So we're creating a 30-day target, which takes us up until August, and a lot can happen in 30 days. Go again. You should have paused that and been through that. So now we've recapped over the last 6 months. We've been clear on what we want to achieve in the next 6 months, and we've got a 30-day plan of action. The next step for you is to get out of your own way and just decide what you need to get done. Now, if this is the part you're actually stuck with, more than happy to help you out. But if you come for help, then what I want to see is this is what's gone well so far for me this year, or this is where I'm up to, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I'd like to achieve. Help me. What can I do? More than happy to help you out. This part of the exercise, though, you should know the things that you need to do to get you some results. Maybe there's some more bits we can add in to help you out and support you. But what do you deep down know what's not happening or needs to happen for you to get the results that you want? And these sometimes can be uncomfortable or difficult decisions to make, but we need to make them for the results that we want. So that is the exercise to finish on. So you've got all the different bits we went through, and you should have been pausing it at different parts. And again, the great thing about recording is you can go back to any of it whenever you like. Please don't overcomplicate this, but also do not look over the fact that before anything else starts, we need to have a goal to work towards, because without it, we don't know whether what we're doing is right, helping. And if we're not getting results from it, we're gonna be like, what the hell's the point? I might as well stop. And then we stop when all that was missing was some clarity and some certainty about what we want. And that's important. Now, we did this 3 months ago. We do it every quarter. And there's a couple of people that are on the last call who have done it, the 90 days of work, and the results that they're getting is mega. We've had some people come off medication, we've had some people lose over a stone, 5K PB times have come down. There's loads of results we've had. And it just goes to show once you sort out what you actually want and then you know what you need to do, everything becomes a lot easier. And if you're struggling or unsure, just ask for some help and support.